So I get asked this question quite often: what order should we be registering our music in? So I'm going to do a brief overview on what I think you should do. So first of all, it actually doesn't really matter what order you do register your music in, but this is just a suggestion on how you should go about doing it. So obviously now we assuming that you have your song, you have your artwork, everything's mixed and mastered, and the music is ready to go. So what do we do next? The first thing I suggest is make sure you get your ISRC code. If you don't have your ISRC code, you get them from RISA, and it's about 150 Rand to get your ISRC code. Once you get your ISRC code, you want to embed your ISRC code into your MP3 files as well as the artwork for your single. The reason you want to embed this data in there is because you want someone to find you if they want to use your music for another purpose, such as sync music or using your song for radio or TV, etc. So you want to embed your ISRC code and all the other information such as the artist, composers, the album name, track title, etc., and have your contact details in the comment section so that the person can get a hold of you if they want to use your music for something else. Now, once you've embedded on your MP3 file and maybe on your WAV file, if you are able to, then you want to upload your song, the WAV file, high quality WAV file, onto your distributor. I use Distrokid to get my music onto iTunes, Spotify, Deezer, etc. So you want to upload your music on there. Make sure you've got a high quality cover art, approximately 3000 pixels by 3000 pixels, but listen to what your distributor says you should have in terms of artwork. And the very next thing you want to do once you've uploaded onto Distrokid, then you want to notify SAMRO, send a notification of works, probably most likely by using the SAMRO portal, as it is the most efficient way to get your music registered with SAMRO. If you're not a SAMRO member yet, make sure you register, but you can still upload your music because it takes a long time for performance royalties to get their way back to you. So you can upload your music onto these platforms, but make sure that you are registered with SAMRO and then send your notification of works for your latest single. The next thing you want to do is move on to Capasso. Capasso needs your ISRC code, so make sure you have that handy, and then you send a notification of works with Capasso for the single. Make sure you include all the necessary information about who the composers are, who's getting a percentage split. If you have a publisher, include the publisher. If you have your own publisher, include that as well. That's the same with SAMRO. SAMRO and Capasso, make sure you have all your details for everyone getting a split from the royalties generated from your music. The very next thing you want to do is move over to the needle time royalties. So register with SAMPRA. So you send a notification of works with SAMPRA. Similarly, you want to be a SAMPRA member, and that takes, it's not even a long process. It takes about 15 minutes to do it yourself and 21 days to get processed. But irrespective of if you're registered with them or not, you want to send a notification of works with them. So once you've got your song up for distribution with Distrokid, in my case, you've registered with SAMRO, you've gone to Capasso, registered with Capasso, and then the same with SAMPRA. If you have music video content, then you move over to RISA audio visual. So I highly suggest, if you are a musician, you generally have some kind of video version of your song. Typically things such as lyric videos is an easy one, or a standing clip art with the music playing in the background with the lyrics that are all there. But you must have something like that going on, and then you move over to your YouTube channel and upload your song. And then similarly to Instagram, etc., make sure you have some kind of marketing strategy, but that is a video for another time. But those four organizations should have you covered in terms of getting your music out there and getting most royalties as possible. If you're a little further in your career and you think you're going to make a lot of money from this release or your music career in general, then I highly suggest that you just go straight to SongTrust. SongTrust will organize all the registration with SAMRO, Capasso, SAMPRA, but they'll also notify your music worldwide. So the same organizations but in the US, same organizations, SAMRO, Capasso, etc., but in Germany, and they do it worldwide. It's about $100, but if you use a link in my description, it'll be $90, and then you pay that once off, and then they give you your royalties, and they effectively work as your publishing administrator. If you want to know more about SongTrust, watch this video.